Hey, what's up, y'all? Marjack79 here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the new and hopefully last Super Saiyan God Son Goku God Aura. Picked this up from Tamashii Nations, Bandai, and Dragon Ball Super, Toei, SH Figuarts. Very excited to get this figure in. We paid $45 for it. So this is my third issue of this form that we have gotten in. He's actually skinny. You know, if you are accustomed to Dragon Ball Super, you know that this form of Goku is supposed to be somewhat skinny. I don't know why, but apparently the God Power, when he first got it, made him skinny. Super modeling, masterfully crafted sculpt, accurately depicts the character form in every detail. A full array of interchangeable hand and face plates allows for expressive portrayal of the anime. Super action, super style, heroic action. Okay, cool beans, man. It's got all of the basic poses that Super Saiyan God Goku is known for. He's skinny, unlike the previous two incarnations of the SH Figuarts version of this form. So let's crack it open and let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully the last time we need to purchase this figure here. It was only $45. That's the only reason he's here. The only reason he's here. So let's see what we got going on here, man. All right, man, now we have everything out of the package here. Let's get a look at the figure here. Comes out good. That is fantastic. That is a spitting image of how Super Saiyan Son Goku God level is supposed to look. Got the skinny form, the red hair, the red eyebrows, the red pupils. Spectacular. Regular size belt. Got the emblem on the front of the chest there. Very, very nice, man. I'm loving how that comes out. It's definitely, from an aesthetic standpoint, definitely a definitive version of this form for sure. Comes with 3 other face sculpts: smiley face, gritting teeth face, screaming face. It looks like he comes with some kung fu hands, some Kamehameha hands, some instant transmission hands, and some key blasting hands. Also comes with a wind flowing hair effect there. Comes out good. Tell you what, we can spin it to the back here. And then we see the Enlightenment doji on the back of the figure there. That is fantastic. It really is. I'm loving it. $45 well spent, man. Listen, this is good. It's the first time ever where I'm looking at a specific version of a form of Goku. I'm like, dang, this is pretty darn close to how he appeared in the anime. Finally, I don't know. I don't understand why it took Tamashii Nation so long to get this figure exactly right, but this is pretty darn good. I'm not gonna lie. Before we hit the articulation, there we do have a kind of a weird. Kind of pointing out on the shoulder there. You can zoom in on that right there. I don't know what's going on there, but not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, you can spin the arm and kind of cover it up, but definitely something worth pointing out. Okay, head, tilt, tilt, rotate 360, down, up. Careful, it reveals a ridiculous gapping there, so just be careful with your opposing angles there to make sure that you kind of close that up there. Arm, rotate 360 degrees. You can shift up and down. Push forward, push backwards. Destructo disc. Okay, all right. Let's get him back in. There we go. I hear that snap. There you go. All right, dude. Jesus Christ. Torso, tilt, tilt. Careful. It reveals a pretty horrific back gap right there. So again, just make sure you keep your ankles correct so you don't reveal those gaps when you're actually trying to pose him around. So forward, backwards, out, knee, out, out, and yeah. Thigh swivel, and in, out, and in. I didn't even show the bicep swivel, kind of going out of order here, but it'll be all right. It's all right. It's all right, man. Elbow, look good. Ankle, tilt, tilt, rotate. toe. Same as we've been seeing for years here. So articulation is pretty standard when it comes to the Figuarts Gokus. The pants are a little ugly, but kind of used to that. If we want to switch out the head, easily just switch that out. We can flip out and hair sculpt there. Plug this in. Make sure you line it up. All right, a little bit of finagling there. We got the windy hair effect on there properly. Kind of just a little wind flight pose going on there. That comes out good. Really enjoying that for sure. All right, let's hit him with some key blasting action going on here. Comes out good. Really liking that, especially with the wind flowing effect on the hair there. Very nice, man. Iconic Kamehameha pose comes out good. You've seen it 1,000 times and no difference here. Comes out good, especially with the wind flowing effect in the hair. Curve the biceps with the wrists and the arms and the hands. Comes out good, man. Just the full scope of the pose here. Very nice, man. Very simple to get it into as well. Only took me a few seconds, honestly. Kung Fu pose going in here. We've seen it 1,000 times. Once again, got that confident looking side-eye look with the face there. Comes out good with the Kung Fu poses. 2 fingers stretched out. I like it. Fly pose, shooting out the key blast there. Comes out good. Really liking that. That's spectacular. Super cool, man. Really is. Got to love that one for sure. Very nice. Having a lot of fun posing this guy around. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This one here, we got him in the pose of him shooting that blast, that Caulifla, the Tournament of Power. That is spectacular. This is easily one of my favorite poses of Super Saiyan God Goku. Really loving that for sure. Very tempting to have him posted like that on the shelf for sure. Final pose for y'all, a little bit of a representation of the God bind that he used on Broly. Definitely not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. You can kind of get it going with the instant transmission hands here, but one of my favorite techniques from Super Saiyan God Goku. So there you go. All right, which one is the best one, man? We have in the front our newest version here, was obviously going to go on the shelf here. On the far right, we have our first version of Super Saiyan God Goku that I ever got. On the left here, there's the recoloring of the hair sculpt going on there. And then the front here is the re-standard version, who in my opinion is the pinnacle of this form that we have ever gotten. So how do y'all feel about it? Which one do y'all prefer? For me, it's an easy choice. Obviously, I'm going with the new and improved for sure, man. So definitely puts a smile on my face. For 45 bucks, I mean, if you're any fan of this form at all, this is definitely the pinnacle of this Super Saiyan God form. We need one for Vegeta as well at this point now. So maybe they'll give it to us. Maybe they won't. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But definitely happy that I got this figure in for sure. And for Shigos, here's him standing next to Beerus, because why not? This is the main adversary that he utilized this form against. This is the first time we see this form until he uses it again, at least in the anime, in the Tournament of Power. You know, he used it numerous times in the manga as well, but these figures are usually based off of the anime, so there you go. So comes out good, man. Okay, that should wrap us up here, man. So let's go ahead and let's move our new figure to the museum, and we will begin to close out here. All right, now we're back, man, and we have our new Super Saiyan God Goku subbed out and added onto the core shelf. And look at that. That looks spectacular. It really does. Really glad to have gotten this new version in. Cannot beat that at all, man. I'm happy for 45 bucks. Kind of a no-brainer. Not gonna lie, man. So like I said, do I recommend this figure? Absolutely. Even if you have the older two already added onto the shelf, this is definitely a suitable replacement for you for sure. Just need a replacement for this God Vegeta now as well, badly. So hey, that should wrap us up here, man. So, as always, if you appreciated the effort of this video, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, if you're a fan of the work I've been doing here for the last 10 years, you know what to do. Hit that like button, man. I really appreciate that. So if you wouldn't mind, maybe consider hitting the hype button. That helps push the video out into the algorithm. Lets people know that you're interested in seeing this type of content. If you want to see more, you can get subscribed. Follow me at youtube.com/marjx79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the years of support. I will see you on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.